How's it going, guys? Skoks, and just gonna wrap up this game tonight for the Hawks and Flyers. Was not expecting to um, really just blow out the Flyers, right? 5-1 final score tonight. A few multi-point games from I believe Philip Kershev had 2 points. Lucas Reichel, 1 goal, 1 assist. Joey Anderson got a few points up there as well. Bedard just 1 assist, so did not score tonight. Really thought he was going to, but he was sure trying to. He had like 7 shots on that. It was big effort from Bedard tonight, but just no goal yet, right? Got to break that goalless game streak, but let me roll the intro really quick. Yeah, so let's start out with the lineup. Starting this weird game tonight with Bedard playing the left wing spot on that first line with Dickinson centering and Philip Kershev. Coach Luke just wanted to see something a little different with Dickinson's style of play, digging in the corners, getting in front of the net, and stuff like that. But and adding a little size to that first line as well. Did not last very long. It eventually, got jumbled up a bit, but thought it was cool to see that line, right? Looking at the second line, Foligno, Tyler Johnson, Taylor Radish. Not the best game from that line. Also, a lot of penalties tonight, right? For both sides. Super weird. Um, Super weird calls, right? Third line, Reichel, Athanasiou, Joey Anderson played very well tonight. That line all around. Looking at the fourth line, Slaggert, Entwistle, and Donato, thought they also had a pretty decent game. D pairings, Vlasic Jones, Krasinski, Megna, Tenorti, Kaiser, and Arvid Soderblom had a decent game. Only let in 1 goal, right? So um, made the saves that he had to make. The 1 goal that did go in was a shot that he probably should have had. So maybe he could have had a shutout tonight. But very solid game from Arvid Soderblom. Nice to see that. Um, let's go over the game stats, and I want to touch on a few penalties tonight. Also, just a very weird um, officiated, right? Officiating tonight. Looking at that Bedard penalty, the one right in front of the net, goalie interference. Bedard was pushed from behind, right into the goalie during a scoring chance, right, and he got called for that interference. Obviously, not his fault. When you're pushed by the other team, it's not supposed to be on you, right? So that was a terrible call by that ref. Just just a joke, right? I mean, a joke of a call. And Bedard was definitely buzzing tonight. Let's take a look at some stats really quick here. Let's take a look at Connor Bedard starting out with his stat line. 1 assist, 1 point tonight. So no goal, like I said earlier, but would love to see him bury a few to end the season. I think that would be really nice for when he gets that Calder, right? At the end of the season here. Penalty minutes, he did get just that 1 call for that goalie interference. 6 shots on net. And shots attempted, I want to say he had 8 or 9. So very accurate tonight. Was hitting the net, was looking for those tight corners up by the goalie's shoulder, right? Trying to go top corner. Top shelf, right? He was going glove side a lot. And I believe Urson was in net for the Flyers, and he kind of read his shot all night. So maybe, try a different elevation, go a little higher on that glove side, or little lower, right? Not mid-range level, right, for Bedard, but would love to see him get on the board here very, very soon. And let's take a look at Lucas Reichel also tonight. 1-1, 1 goal, 1 assist. Awesome goal by him, wraparound rebound, right? And he had a great game tonight. Played um, very, very similar to a few of his other games since returning, right? But he was able to put it on the board, get one past the goalie, and that's really nice to see for Lucas Reichel. That's what we want to see. 4 shots on net, also like seeing that, being aggressive. He was flashing all over the ice tonight and playing pretty physical as well. Putting the body on some players tonight. That's awesome to see. Right, shout out to Soderblom, right, 24 for 25. Only let in one, or 30 for 31. So only let in one goal tonight, but awesome effort for him tonight. Shout out to the Rockford Ice Hogs. They are currently beating the Wolves 5-0, and that's awesome to see, right? For those young prospects down there in Rockford. Love that for the insurance, right? For the prospects. Love that. Shots on goal tonight, 31-24 Flyers. Face-off percentage back in the 30s, like the last few games, right? We mentioned last time, 60.9% for the Flyers, 39.1% for the Hawks. Just abysmal numbers at the dot, but not surprised. Power play percentage, 1 for 3 for the Hawks, 0 for 3 for the Flyers. Awesome PK tonight. Shout out to the PK team. Let's see here. Hits 32, 27 Hawks. Block shots 13-11 Hawks. Giveaways 11-4 for the Hawks. Takeaways 6-4 for the Hawks. So much better game tonight. Unlike the Senators game, that was very, very ugly. Terrible game. Terrible performance. But if you're looking at the Tankathon, right, the odds for the first overall pick. We are currently still in second place, right, or second from the bottom. So we are 3 points away from the Anaheim Ducks to tie, right? I don't see us jumping to 3 as the third worst odds, right? I think we'll end up in this second spot right here. So hopefully we still land a top 3 pick. That would be really, really awesome to see. If we drop to 4 or 5, wouldn't love that, right? For this season, but definitely banking on a top 3 pick. Would love to see that, and I think that would help out big time. Shout out to Cole Gutman once again. He made the game 6-0 for the Ice Hogs. It's nice to see them rolling, right? Drew Comesso in net, about to get a shutout, right? I believe there's 7 minutes left, but Hawks prospects doing work. And really quick before I get to the Hawks scoring tonight, shout out to Frank Nazar, right? With Michigan, they are going to the Final Four. They are playing Michigan State, I believe, tomorrow on Sunday, and Sam Renzel and Oliver Moore were eliminated, so they will be out of the tournament, and they are done with that. But Frank Nazar, he is on fire. Had a goal last game against North Dakota, I believe. Yes, and that's awesome to see. So shout out to the Nazar. Let's take a look at scoring really quick before we wrap up here. I want to keep it short for today, Easter tomorrow. So happy Easter for everyone out there. Let's take a look at the scoring of the 5 goals from the Hawks tonight. First goal tonight, Lucas Reichel with that wraparound goal, like I mentioned, assisted by Double A and Tenorti. Awesome effort on that goal. Philip Kurashev, Connor Bedard did get his 1 assist from Vlasic, and then Bedard cross ice over to Kurashev. Awesome shot. Great pass by Bedard, and that is his 1 point on the night. Awesome. Good to see that, right? 36 assists for Bedard on the season right now. Kurashev, 16 goals. So awesome to see. He makes the game 2-zip in the first. Like 17 seconds in the second period, Tyson Forrester, that's when he got that pretty far out shot, and Soderblom should have had that one, right? But that's all right. He only lets in one tonight. Nick Foligno, tic-tac-toe goal from TJ and Kurashev, and Foligno buries a power play goal for his 17th goal in the season, makes the game 3-1. Joey Anderson, awesome play by Lucas Reichel on the boards, kicks it up ice to Joey Anderson, and he goes glove side on Erzon for his 4th goal of the season. Thought he had a few more, but that's good for him. Makes the game 4-1. Entwistle, somehow, he always has one of those weird, impressive goals, right? Like he had a really nice power move on his wrist shot, right? And that was about 14 minutes into that third period. Makes the game 5-1, and that was it. That was game. 5-1 final score. Hawks and Flyers. Let's take a look if there is anything that came out post game on the game tonight. Tortorella for the Flyers. He's a bum, right? You know how he coaches his teams, and seems like they are just burnt out, right? The Flyers, and we'll see what happens with them with their little playoff push. But final score 5-1. Let's see next game. For the Hawks, I believe is on. I'm thinking it's Monday. Yeah, so April 2nd, 6:30 p.m. Central Time against the New York Islanders. That'll be decent, right? With the Islanders in their defensive style of play. So let's hope Connor Bedard get on the board there. Let's hope he gets on the board. And Stars, Wild, Blues. So we're rolling down here to the end of the season, but that'll do it for Hawks and Flyers tonight. Final score 5-1. Shout out to Lucas Reichel, Soderblom, and Drew Comesso and Rockford. Looks like he's going to get a shutout tonight, so that's awesome to see. But we'll wrap it up there. We'll see you next time. Let's go Hawks.